Where are you going this 4th of July? Maybe a party, a get together, or maybe you're just at home and say, I'm going to make up something delicious. We have the perfect dish that's going to wow your family or your guests. Joanie Simon is here to show us how you can make a healthy, light alternative to cake, especially with the summer heat. We want something fruity, something light.
Of course, and I mean, watermelon is totally classic. I was at the grocery store yesterday and there's rows upon rows of watermelons.
And it's super cheap right now too.
So this is the perfect dessert and it's kind of a little tricky, right?
I'm looking at this saying, how is this gonna be turned into that?
Right, so we take just a standard seedless one. Well, you can do a seeded one, really doesn't matter. But what you wanna do is top the ends off. This is where precision is a little helpful if you really wanna achieve the cake
and a good knife.
Right, and a good knife. And all you have to do is kind of run it along the side and just cut all that green off, right? And this takes a little bit of time if you are a perfectionist like me, where you're a little high maintenance and trimming around the edges, but eventually you'll get around the whole thing and it will look more or less like a cake. You'll have this nice sort of rounded form here. And then what we do is literally just make some whipped cream, which you said you don't know how to make whipped cream.
No, and I usually buy in the jar one, you know, the ready, but you can't use that, right?
No,
because it dissolves.
Exactly. That stuff doesn't really hold up, so we need the high fat content that is in the real heavy whipping cream, but it's good fat, right?
But we're saving on the watermelon and it's not cake, so it's okay to have that real whipped cream.
So what you want to do is you just get heavy whipping cream at the grocery store. It looks just like this. Any brand will do. And then what you do is you get a whisk, although I have my electric whisk because I like little time savers. This also has a blender attachment, probably one of my favorite universal kitchen devices. And you want to make sure it's in a metallic bowl, so that helps keep the cream really cold, because it keeps it really cold. What you'll do, see if you feel right here, nice and
really
cold, right? And so what you continue to do that, and it'll froth up until you get these nice, what we call stiff peaks.
So you don't need an electric one. You can simply just whisk away.
It'll take a while.
You don't need. That's all you're at. You're not adding anything into it.
I don't usually. Some folks will add a little bit of sugar in there, so just to sweeten it up a little bit. But personally, I don't have like a massive sweet tooth.
Whipped cream.
I know.
Okay,
people
I never
have been lying to you. So easy.
Okay, that looks yummy.
Yeah,
all right. So
easy.
how do we make it look beautiful like this?
All you have to do is you take your cream and you just start to run it over the top. I usually do actually wipe it up first just to get some of the excess moisture off. That'll help help it adhere. So I can even do that here on the side. And then what I do on the sides, because that's the tricky part, right, is all we have to do is take it up from the bottom and start to smear it just like yay. And we work around the entire cake. If you had an offset spatula,
this is where you need your patience.
Yes, you do have a little bit of patience, but literally I did this maybe in about 8 minutes. Now I've done a couple of these, so you know, average Joe, give it about 15, 20.
And you actually saw this on Pinterest and thought this is not going to work, but it is.
Absolutely. I saw it. I was like, that is not going to work. It's all just going to slide down the sides. It's going to be a mess. But no, I brought it to a 4th of July party last year, and it was a hit.
And then you can top it with whatever you want. It looks like you got different fruits on top.
And then I throw it in a piping bag just to be fancy. You don't have to do that, but you know, you just get those really pretty little flourishes there, right? If you want to give it a go.
All right.
I know you love the piping bags.
Every time I make it look perfect.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, but you have a nice, I don't know, I just can't do it when I'm at home.
The finesse,
I cannot do it.
And then you just get some nice fresh fruit. Of course, it's the time of year for fresh fruit. And you decorate it up. And if you have any little holes or areas where there's a problem, that's where you put fruit on it. Exactly.
I love it. This is such an awesome idea. Let's see what it looks like when you
slice
open it up.
into it. Here we go. This is my favorite part because you have this at a party and you're like, what's inside?
And nobody knows.
And they're like, what? It's straight up watermelon, just like that. Isn't that right? And then you can just serve it right on a plate right here. Try not to cover yourself in whipped cream, and if you do, that's, you know, occupational hazards.
Okay, I can see how the kids will go crazy over this one. And even the adults and just making it yummy. So Joanie is a regular here on Good Morning Arizona, and she was just able to reveal to us that she is going to be on the Food Network, Guys Grocery Games.
Triple G.
I want to make sure I got that all. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. What are we going to see you be doing in this?
I'm going to be cooking. I mean, doing what I do here best, right? So we'll be slinging some food. Anybody who's seen the show, it's kind of a pressure cooker, but looking forward to sharing it with you guys.
Do you know when it airs, the
August
first one?
20th.
August 20th. All right, we're setting it up so we make sure it's on our calendar.
You got it.
Thanks, Joanie. She's not going away. Coming up in our next hour, we continue with, it's breakfast time. It's hot. We're going to have ice cream.
Breakfast ice cream.
Perfect. Perfect.
I
That's why
love
Scott's
that.
doing that one.
And that watermelon cake. Wow,
Doesn't this look awesome?
Great.
Want me to bring you a slice back?
Sure.
All right.